It's BackOnFigg is going viral right now.
BackOnFigg is going.
I saw that.
Viral,
I've been seeing it being broken down. Can you lay down the groundwork for it?
So if for anybody that doesn't know out there, BackOnFigg had on Kevin McCall. You feel me? Last Friday, and I don't know if anyone knows out there, but for context, he had a bunch of songs with Chris Brown. He was signed into Chris Brown. Did a bunch of songs with Tyga. Oh, they had this whole.
He was a ghostwriter, and he was on some of the songs too.
Exactly.
But a lot of the songs he allegedly penned and wrote.
Know? So some of Chris Brown's biggest hits allegedly were wrote by him, right? So he got on BackOnFigg breaking down on how he has an EBT card now and how he don't got money to do anything, and Chris Brown just got off a $90 million tour and stuff like that. And
he was asking for what, 25,000?
He was asking for 25,000. Yeah, he's asking for 25,000. He went out there crying his heart out, man. So, what was y'all take on that? Like, how'd y'all feel the situation?
I saw the clips.
Yeah.
I had no context of it. Like I said, I don't really be watching it, but my feed is my feed through y'all, so I saw that shit.
But do you even know who that is?
Through context, I did. But after that, I saw so much else on Twitter, and I saw someone a specific tweet that blew up that I saw that was like, if you don't, what's his name? Kevin McCall?
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't have a crazy, weird story with Kevin McCall, you're not a real singer-songwriter. And after that, I saw so much interaction, and everybody, all the replies were like, man, this one time, it's like...
and they're just like, oh, he's a fucking shitty person.
So,
and look, I also started seeing clips. Of him talking about how much money he's blown through and how he got paid for Deuces and some of the other songs and how he spent the money, basically. Basically, he owed some back child support. He sold his whole catalog for like 500K or something, but he only ended up getting 250 because he owed back pay of child support. Yeah. And then he bought his mom a house for like 50 grand down or something. And then it's like, nigga, you end up only having like 100 at that point, but this is your last 100. Like, it's not like you got money coming in after that. You sold your whole catalog, nigga. Now you only got after you blow through that, then you if you didn't do nothing that was gonna reinvest, if you didn't reinvest this money or make it where it's gonna make money back for you, then nigga, you ran through that shit.
Yeah, no, facts.
But whatever happened with him and Chris Brown responded, said some sneak shit, and then called him broke.
Oh yeah.
Chris, he said you can't walk over a bridge that's broke.
Burnt.
I'm sorry.
You can't walk back over a burnt bridge.
Let me see your letter.
And I'm like, damn, what the fuck did he do?
For sure went back and yelled at it.
Yeah, but so then I did some research and found out what he did. Allegedly, he was talking about Chris Brown kids and threatened to come to their school and do some shit or something like that.
No, what he was saying was basically he got shot, right? I just actually watched this Flacco video about this earlier today. So he got shot.
Flacco dropped the video now?
Like a day or two ago.
Nice.
I feel like. So basically he got shot. And after he got shot, people were making jokes or insinuating that him and Chris Brown had something to do with him getting shot because they had already fallen out. You feel me? Yeah. But he basically tweeted like, "Stop playing. If Chris Brown has something to do with me getting shot, nigga, he wouldn't be alive. Somebody his kids wouldn't be alive." He said some crazy shit, but it was in the context of that's not what happened. Yeah. You feel me? But that's not how you word something. One, and two,
facts.
And two, you just don't mention, you gonna get a nigga kid and he killed in his kids and all of that is just that's just a recipe for never fucking with somebody again. So in a way where I feel like maybe if Chris Brown didn't even actually owe him this exact amount of money, I feel like maybe if they didn't have this weird beef, Chris Brown probably would have floated him.
I also believe
Chris Brown would spend 20 bands on some fucking vintage starter jackets or something.
Yeah, fact.
I also believe taking anything to the internet not only makes you look worse, but makes the situation look worse. If you were actually in the wrong, you could make a rightful decision off the internet. If you feel like you need to take it to the internet,
well, that's one that I gotta,
and that comes from someone that used to take their problems to the internet.
For sure. At a certain point, you gotta grow up. You gotta handle shit off camera, but then
I think that's all it is.
But what happens though?
Realizing what you did with it and realizing what happened.
But what happens if you try to do that and you get no? What if Chris Brown was just straight ignoring the nigga? He had nothing else to say besides, "Let me just pour my heart out and be like, nigga, I'm on EBT." But the way that people were reacting.
But can I respond to that? But maybe
People
that's
were-
time for someone to have a sit down face to face and realize what the fuck was the
What if Chris
miscommunication.
Brown probably wasn't trying to sit down with the nigga though.
Nah, he ain't
Then
trying to
there's
talk
probably
to
a
that nigga.
fuck up on someone's part where there's no communication. If there's no communication,
Speaking of no communication,
and also I don't want to seem like I'm like, yo, Chris Brown, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like break it down on both sides. Like if something's like being as like, you just kind of like read the room and like read the logic on it.
well, look, let me get y'all opinion on this.